It's not over yet. You can rewrite your story. Life is like a box of chocolates. So said Forrest Gump. But life is actually more like a box of French fries. You get a mix of soft and crispy, salty, and sometimes even a sweet one with ketchup. Sometimes your fries are limp and soggy, but put them back in the fryer and they come out crisp and hot again. That's what life is like. We often think we're born with our stories written already, that our past determines our future. We look to our past for explanations. Why are you so sensitive? Because you were abandoned by your mother at a young age. Why do you have such trust issues? Because your father left us when you were 4 years old. And why are you so angry all the time? It's because your stepfather was abusive towards you. We tend to explain everything by our past. And although it's true that our childhood experiences influence who we become, that doesn't mean that our story has to be a sad one. In this episode, we'll explore how to motivate yourself by rewriting your story. I'll talk about how to change your inner voice, how to transform failure into success, and how to deal with negative self-talk. Stay until the end of the video if you want to know how to create a vision board that will help you to move forward in life. No. 1. Don't believe everything you think. Our brain is a story-making machine. Our mind is constantly making up stories about the world around us, and these stories don't always reflect reality. Most of our thoughts are automatic and unconscious. We're on autopilot most of the time. And if there is a scratch on your record, you'll keep playing the same song over and over. These recordings in our head can be limiting beliefs, fears, doubts, and negative judgments about ourselves and others. For example, every time you walk into a party, you think, "I'm such an introvert. Nobody wants to talk to me." Or when your boss asks you to work overtime, you think, "My boss hates me. He's trying to make my life miserable." When you get fired from your job, you tell yourself, "I'm a loser. I'll never find another job now." What kind of story are you telling yourself? Are you a victim of circumstance, or do you believe that you can improve your situation? The first step to motivating yourself is to question your thoughts and ask yourself, are these thoughts really true? Number 2, change your inner voice. Many of us have an inner critic, a harsh voice inside our heads that tells us what's wrong with us. This inner critic is based on the judgments and expectations of others. It can be a parent, a teacher, a bully, or a friend. You know what your inner critic sounds like? You can recognize his or her voice anywhere. And that voice keeps repeating the same old stuff over and over again, keeping you stuck in the past. But what if you could turn that voice into something positive, something that would support you and encourage you to take action? How would that change your life? Imagine having an inner coach instead of a critic, someone who believes in you and your ability to succeed. This coach would see the best in you, even when no one else did. He or she would never give up on you, no matter how many times you fell. Can you hear that voice now? Maybe it's not so loud yet, but with some practice, it will become louder than your inner critic. The key is to start speaking kindly to yourself. Treat yourself like a friend, like a beloved family member, or like a child. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you care about. Use affirmations to reprogram your mind. Repeat them daily until they become your new reality. For example, say to yourself, "I am enough just the way I am," or "I am worthy of love and respect," or "I can achieve anything I set my mind to." Write these affirmations down and put them somewhere you'll see them every day, like your bathroom mirror. 3. Turn failure into success. As humans, we tend to focus on what we lost rather than what we gained. We dwell on our failures and mistakes, and we beat ourselves up over them. But what if we could learn to see our failures as stepping stones to success? What if we could reframe our mistakes as valuable lessons? Think about it. Every time you fail, you have the opportunity to learn something new. You gain experience and wisdom that you can use to improve next time. So instead of focusing on your losses, shift your attention to the lessons. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Or how can I use this setback to make me stronger? When you start looking for the lessons in your failures, you'll realize that you're actually gaining more than you're losing. And this will motivate you to keep going, no matter how many setbacks you face. 4. Deal with negative self-talk. Our inner dialogue is a constant chatter in our heads. It's like having a little voice that never shuts up. This inner dialogue can be a source of motivation, but it can also be a source of discouragement. When we start talking to ourselves in a negative way, it's easy to get caught up in a cycle of self-doubt and negativity. For example, let's say you're about to give a presentation at work. Your inner dialogue might start to say things like, what if I mess up? What if I forget what to say? What if they think I'm stupid? These thoughts will only make you more nervous, and it will be harder for you to do a good job. So how do we deal with this negative self-talk? First, we need to become aware of it. Start paying attention to the little voice in your head and notice what it says to you. Is it positive or negative? Next, challenge those negative thoughts. Are they really true, or are they just your mind playing tricks on you? Finally, replace the negative thoughts with positive ones. Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, say I am capable and talented, or I am enough just the way I am. So remember, your story is not over yet. You can rewrite it if you want to. All it takes is a little bit of effort and practice. If you liked this video, watch this video on dealing with procrastination. And if you're ready for a bigger challenge, I recommend watching the video, How to Become the Person You Want to Be. Thanks for watching, and take care.